No other public figure in the world cries more than Jordan Peterson does. Why are you thinking about Elliot Page's former breasts, you creep?
Jordan Peterson is suspended from Twitter, allegedly for calling the trans-identified actor Elliot Page she and Ellen. Jordan can get out of this suspension if he deletes the tweet, but he refuses to do so. Remember when pride was a sin, and Ellen Page just had her breasts removed by a criminal physician? Jordan claims that his choice of words was in order to minimize confusion. He described Elliot with female pronouns because why would a man cut off his breasts? What breasts? To him, it would make more sense to call a female removing their breasts a she.
Was Elliot/Ellen a she or a he, or Ellen or Elliot, when she or he or they, that's Elliot or Elliot by the way, had his or her or their breasts removed? If he or she was a he, then why was it necessary to have the mastectomy?
Also, Jordan was clarifying who he was talking about, because it's Ellen Page that is the well-known celebrity, and not so much Elliot, at least yet. What do I as a trans man think of this tweet? Before we get into my thoughts, I have a big announcement, so make sure that you watch this till the end if you want to find out. Personally, I do not agree with Jordan's choice of words. I would be extremely dysphoric if someone referred to me as she or my old name, just in order to describe that I got top surgery. Of course I get Jordan's point. Describing a situation as a man got his breasts removed is an incorrect sentence. However, I think it's insensitive and unnecessary to make a comment about an adult making an adult decision. But it doesn't matter what I or what others think. Jordan has every right to write that tweet. And Jordan has every right to call Elliot Page, Ellen, and she. I could basically just end the video right there, but I have some clips for you that we're gonna react to, and it's from the Young Turks, and they're not so thrilled about the tweet, so let's watch.
Jordan Peterson is obsessed with talk about other people's genitals and private parts.
I wouldn't consider a trans guy's chest as private parts. If it was, then it would, by your logic, be Elliot who's weirdly obsessed showing off his private parts.
Elliot Page, when I knew her as Ellen Page, I really liked a lot of her movies. But I honestly, other than liking her at the time, what I thought was her movies, now I get that she always felt like a man, and now is Elliot Page. Other than liking his movies now and series, and I feel bad saying this, but I don't care about his life.
Yeah.
I wish I had some popcorn right now. Isn't it funny how the far left, they can say the exact same things that they shame others for saying? I totally get why this guy is calling Elliot she because he was talking about the past. But that was exactly why Peterson was cancelled or suspended from Twitter. So they're fucking hypocrites.
Why are you thinking about Elliot Page's former breasts, you creep?
Because Elliot Page is showing off his chest publicly on the internet. But you don't become a creep by showing your concern over the huge sudden rise with females rejecting their sex. And that is Peterson's main focus. And it's a very valid concern. I have no idea if Elliot Page is trans or not. I don't really care. The only thing I care about is the thousands of young girls who look up to Elliot. The concept of social contagion is a real thing. Back in the day, the numbers of young females experiencing symptoms of eating disorders or who were cutting were increasing. Nowadays, it's transgenderism that is a social contagion. So even though I of course believe in personal freedom, that Elliot has the freedom to do whatever he wants to his own body, I still believe he has a responsibility as a public figure with millions of followers. Now I usually believe that celebrities shouldn't act like saints just because they have followers who are very young and might copy their behavior. It's the parents' responsibility to raise their children. It's not the celebrities' responsibility. But when we see the skyrocketing numbers of young females wanting to transition, actually cutting their boobs off, sterilizing themselves, I think it's fair for me to say that it's dangerous that Elliot is promoting woke trans activism while showing off his operated chest. Hundreds of thousands of kids are at risk for being manipulated into wanting to change their sex, and almost nothing is done to prevent it. The few people who are trying to do so are being silenced and deplatformed. LGBT organizations around the world are failing their responsibility grossly. We're already seeing frightening numbers of detransitioners. Believe me, the numbers will explode in the next few years. Right now, the numbers are being covered up, and detransitioners are being silenced and shamed. Whether you like Peterson's way of putting it or not, personally, I think he could put it differently. He speaks the truth, and he's one of the few people who actually show empathy towards these kids who are trapped in this gender ideology. The irony, or the tragedy, is woke, far-left politicians and LGBT organizations applaud young girls without gender dysphoria that for no reason whatsoever have their lives ruined because of transitioning. While it's not okay to actually care, showing some concern, then you're suspended, deplatformed, shut down. LGBT organizations need to step up against this madness. With that being said, I'm excited to announce the Danish Rainbow Council, and you're looking at the foreman. We are a new anti-woke LGBT organization from Denmark that believes in two genders, are against children transitioning, and for protecting female spaces. I will link our website down below, and there is an English version of it, so if you want to learn more about us, click it down below. The legend himself, Jordan Peterson, has retweeted our press release. It's such a great honor. My heart literally stopped for a second too long when I first read the tweet, and I was in denial. It's obvious that Jordan's suspension is a joke. He did not attack Elliot Page, harass, threaten, or anything in that lane. He didn't do anything wrong. What do you all think about this tweet? Leave it in the comments down below. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like the video if you want to see more, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.